for the Student Association here on campus is fast approaching.
Our own Monica Hammer joins us now as she sits down with the 3 SA presidential candidates on the ballot this year. Good morning, Monica.
Thanks, Nicole and Hunter. I'm here with Eric Evangelista, Charlie Mastaloni, and Andrew Brendel. They are the 3 candidates for Student Association President this year. Thank you all for being here today. Now, just to start off, can I just have you all go and tell me a little bit about your platforms this year? Eric, let's start with you.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, thank you for having all of us today. We really appreciate it. My platform is called Care for SU. CARE stands for Committed to Collaboration, Anti-Discriminatory, Ready for Reform, and Excited for Excellence. And under those 4 policy positions and platforms are being formed under, a wide variety of different initiatives that Joyce and I, my running mate Joyce Saland, are hoping to incorporate during our first year if elected.
And Charlie, why don't you go ahead and explain your platform
Absolutely.
a little bit?
Well, first off, again, thanks, Monica, for having us here. Our platform consists of 4 main pillars: culture, community, diversity, and safety. And under those, we've identified specific tangible initiatives that we want to accomplish. So for example, under culture, something that we want to do is we want to work to partner with ESF students to really empower their ideas to make the campus more green. Something under community that we really want to look into doing is having an SA-sponsored innovation series where we actually look to have friendly competition between students and fund their ideas through that. And then diversity, a main part of that is that we really want to work to create a committee to really address the issues of diversity on campus and make the campus more inclusive for everyone.
Thank you so much, Charlie.
Absolutely.
And Andrew, what about your campaign? What have you been focusing on?
Also, thank you for having me. Our campaign is focused on progress and unity. We'd like to first unite the student body together, and then together as a whole, make decisions that benefit all of us and make tangible progress that can be measured. On the front of diversity, we have already received immense support from various student organizations for students of color, and we hope that we can give them an equal voice on this campus. Also, on the grounds of financial reform, we'd like to see the cost of textbooks included in the cost of tuition that we already are paying for.
Now, some of you mentioned diversity when you were just speaking about your campaigns. Can you speak to that a little bit? Do you think diversity is a problem here on campus?
In itself, Syracuse is such an amazingly diverse school, and I think that we're blessed with that. There's just so many people from so many different backgrounds, so many different cultures, and I think that's something that we really need to embrace here. Just the other day, Jess and I, my running mate Jess Brasovsky, we both went into the Alpha Phi Alpha chapter here at Syracuse, and we listened to a lot of the concerns they have. Some of them include the fact that many of them feel that their voices right now aren't being heard. And that's really something that we really want to work with them and work with all people from all different backgrounds to really change and give them a voice within Student Association.
Well, we do have diversity within our student body. We think that there is a long way to go with diversity as far as our student body and as far as staff and faculty. Many students of color feel that they are not equally represented in the staff here, and they feel sometimes alienated or disenchanted when they walk into a classroom or walk into an academic building and see only one professor or staff that is of a minority.
And to go off of that, one of the things that Joyce and I have been working on is the second pillar of our platform, anti-discriminatory. It's great to have diversity. We are a very diverse school, and we are making tremendous strides in order to bridge the gap between minority students and those who are more advantaged. But it's also important to make sure that the students who are already here, the incoming student population, is not being discriminated against in any way, shape, or form. So we're really hoping to make sure that the University Code of Conduct is being held to the highest standard possible. We're looking to eliminate all of the bias that could be present on this campus, as well as ensuring that future classes are going to be as diverse as possible.
Definitely an issue that you all seem to be very focused on coming up with the election. And now moving on to your current involvement in SA. Eric, you are a current member, and Charlie, you've been a member in the past. Can you speak to that a little bit? Do you think that prepares you for taking on the role?
Absolutely. I am currently the longest serving member of the organization. I have more experience with SA than any other member on this campus, any other person on this campus. I'm also the recorder, so I'm the only person who currently sits on cabinet. And one of the things that has prepared me very well for is being informed about the initiatives that SA's been working on. We're able to get an inside glimpse into the work that's currently being done so that we know how to better further that in the future. And what's great about picking a running mate like Joyce Saland, who has never had any experience with SA, but has had a wealth of experience outside of it, is that she is bringing that outsider perspective, whereas I have the institutional knowledge necessary to be successful.
Andrew, do you think that you have that outsider perspective that Eric was just talking about?
Certainly. I think that in this, for this job, you don't necessarily need to be a member or a current, past, member of the Student Association. All that you need to be qualified for this is to have an understanding of the issues on our campus and a passion to fix these problems. And I don't think that my lack of SA experience hinders me at all in that.
Going off that a bit too, Jess and I both have been in student association. Both of us entered freshman year, and both of us combined have the most experience out of any combined candidates here running. And so what we bring that's unique is that we both have an inside and outside perspective of student association. So both of us have been inside the organization, and both of us have been outside the organization. So we both bring the experience that we know how to run the organization, how to go into it efficiently and get things done. And at the same time, we know how to really sit down and listen to concerns of students outside of it, you know? And that's something that we're really actively working to change. That's why we're listening to students.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, all three of you, for being here today. Best of luck to you next week.
Thank you very much.
And voting begins on My Slice next week on April 11th. Students will be able to start casting their ballots online for SA Comptroller, President, and Vice President. Students will be able to vote through April 14th.